Happy Wednesday, Silver Springs. It's your Golf Course Superintendent here. Hey, just want to do a quick educational video on a couple of items. Filling divots on fairways, tee boxes, and also fixing ball marks on greens. So we'll mesh a couple of videos here together, but it's just using it as an educational tool for, number one, to keep the golf course in really good shape, but number two, to help prevent or help you guys do your part to help keeping the golf course in great shape as well. So you'll notice on your either your power carts, your rickshaws, your pull carts, or even your carrying bags, we have little tubes for that, and they're all filled with fairway divot seed. So the proper way to take a divot, or to fill a divot, excuse me, just leave the big divots on the fairways. People have the misconception that we should fill those. I'd rather just see you guys fill them with sand and seed. So it's as simple as this. You come across a divot, pull out your bottle, dump some sand and seed on it, and then all you need to do is use your foot to flatten it out. The key to filling the divot is actually just making it level with the turf, or just a little bit below, so that it gives the opportunity for our machinery to go over top of it and not dull out blades with our fairway mowers and machines like that. Well, so when it comes to refilling your divot plate bottles, they're strategically placed at 1T, 6T, 10T, 12T, and 16T. So if you guys run out of mix, this is what you do. Pull the lid back on the divot mix container. Simply put your J bottle or your divot caddy into here. Fill it up with sand. Screw the lid back on the bottom, and you're off to the races. Same thing with the tube. Fill it up with sand. Lid back on, and you've replenished your divot sand. Keep in mind, this is strictly for fairway divots only. We have different types of mix that go on the tees, and I'll touch base on that in a little bit later. But this is for fairway mix on your bottles. It should be on your golf carts or your rickshaws or on your carrying tubes. Okay, we're out here on the 7th tee box. I mentioned previously that we use different sand and seed on our tee boxes versus our fairways. So the divot caddies provided on our tee boxes, please only use that sand where required. The tee boxes that don't have any divot caddies on them, our team and our staff will be able to fill those as we go through. So the proper method for that, come up to your divot box, grab a scoop of sand, very similar to fairways, drop some down on your couple, fill one other. It's always nice to fill somebody else's in like so. And again, just tap it down so it's nice and level with the turf. And that way when our machinery comes over there, it doesn't dull out our blades, and it provides a growing medium for the turf to grow into. Okay, lastly, we just want to show everybody the proper way to fix a ball mark when you get to the putting green. There's a little bit of a misconception when you put your tool in the ground that you're supposed to pull up in order to flatten the ball mark. That's actually incorrect, because what happens is if you pull up, you have the potential to rip the root system of the plant that's growing down there. Therefore, recovery of the ball mark is going to take much longer. So when you get down to a ball mark, come down, put your tool in the ground, and push forward. Come in from a couple different angles, push forward. In the ground, push forward. In the ground, push forward. Tap it down with either your putter or your foot, and then that way the turf comes together, creates a flat lie. Tap it down, good to go.